MyFirstech Academy is focused on practical knowledge that you're going to use every day in the field. We've tried to make it inexpensive to attend the class. It's actually free, and it allows you to partake in the trainings and take that knowledge back to the field and hopefully give some of the knowledge that we're helping you obtain here to your fellow installers to better the industry.
Just so you guys know, this is going to be totally laid back. I don't want this to be a formal class. If there's questions as I'm going through things, make sure you stop me when you have the question. That's why we keep the groups really small.
So at MyFirstech Academy, we cover basic electrical theory. So we literally start from the basics. We define what electricity is, and then we define all the concepts that pertain to all DC electronics. And then we define all of the electrical components that you're going to run into when it comes to installs.
If you think about voltage, think of it as pressure. Go back to that analogy of the water in the pipe. The voltage is the pressure. It's how hard those electrons are pushing to get through that circuit.
I came in here expecting more of the basics, but Doug definitely went above and beyond with that, where he taught me more of the whys and hows behind a lot of what I was doing with wiring.
Firstech Academy, our approach is hands-on. When you get guys in the car, put them in a situation where they have to figure it out on their own, then they have the ability to just stop and absorb what they're doing.
So right now we're looking at ignition switches and steering columns out of cars that allow the students to understand exactly what they're going to see in a real-world situation in a vehicle.
It drops to zero because anything an accessory is going to cancel out, so the starter can have all the power.
Right. You'll hear people call it true ignition is where it doesn't drop out during crank.
Those wires go to either end of the coil that goes around this key to read the key.
And then we go through a very detailed process from start to finish of installing a remote start. And we actually do a live install on a vehicle in the bay, and everyone has a hands-on experience during this entire process.
And if it were some other error, it would flash a series of flashes and then stop.
One of the most rewarding parts is watching the students learn, seeing when that light bulb turns on, the information clicks, they get what we're teaching them. That's the payoff.
And then we're going to plug in our blade connector, and that's all we have for this install. We're not using the input-output connector for anything in here.
My favorite part of running the classes is the relationships you build. The different experiences that you come across and different people from different places. Every part of the country has different culture, and being able to pick up on that and have those conversations and meet the people allows me to become a better teacher going forward. We're not just here to teach a class and keep the same thing. We want to make sure that it's continually getting better.
The instructors are incredible. Having them all here together, you can just see the synergy between all of them because they've been working together for so long, and they just bounce stuff off of each other.
The instructors are veteran installers. They've got a lot of knowledge to pass on. They want to pass on the knowledge.
We have this wealth of knowledge that we actually have to get out. To say that we retire or whatever, it's gone. We need somebody to keep this series of installations, techniques going for the future.
I would say for anyone that's going to be coming to this class to definitely be ready to be a sponge and take in all of that information.
My advice is get here, learn as much as you can, don't be stuck into times. You have a company that's willing to teach you, to show you and to help you, take the advice.
To learn more about MyFirstech Academy, visit firsttechllc.com for the calendar as well as an explanation of all the classes.